Everybody is well. Paul Apollonia here. I'm going to talk to you about what I sold on eBay, selected items from May 6th, 2019 to May 12th, 2019. A little bit about myself. I've been on eBay since 2001, like it says up there, back in the early days. Wasn't real active till around 2006. Got into consignment. I do a lot of consignment. Do a lot of parting out of items I get on Craigslist. Free section. People give me items to part out, appliances, vacuum cleaners, you name it. I do lots of training on eBay, one-on-one, small group, large group, and I do training through Wake County school systems, and all that information will be down below in the links. So let's get this shoe in the road. Hope everybody's had a good Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the great moms out there. Sorry about that. So let's get started. I'm going to go through probably about 12 items here tonight. Quickly, this is I'm going to educate you guys on what I do and give you some tips and tricks. This is an item I parted out from a printer. These are the throwaway printers you see all the time on Craigslist for free, or you see in the trash. 99% of the time, it is a mechanical issue, not a problem with the boards or the power supply. So I pulled this board out, pulled another board out, and pulled the power supply out and the print head. All that stuff came out in about 10, 15, I'll be nice and say 20 minutes, although it probably took me 15. Remember, you're taking things apart. You're not trying to put them back together again, which is a nice thing about parting out things. I probably made, between this, the print head, the power supply, another board, I probably made about $60, $55 profit off of the printer. The rest of it I just threw away. So that is the first item. Quickly, I'll show you what I do on most of my items. I try and use as many item specifics as possible. eBay likes that. Google likes that. If you didn't know, every day eBay uploads all their listings to Google Shopping and Google, so Google likes to see that. I try and keep my title to the point, what it is, model number, that's it. I don't worry about grammar. I just get what's important and what people will be looking for. Keyword driven is important. I'm going to be doing a video on how to do keyword driven listings in a couple weeks. I try and take as many pictures as I can. I take any numbers I see on the board or item, and I normally have, at the end of anything I'm parting out, a picture of the model number tag on the item. Like if it was a washer, I'd have the picture of the model number tag. I don't know why I don't have it on this, but I don't. My descriptions are nice and short. Remember, 80% of the sales on eBay are done on mobile devices such as phones and tablets. So people don't have time to read, and they don't read anyway. So if you want to add something extra long in your description, like it's some kind of special item and it has some kind of history, put that at the bottom. Let's move on to the next one. I don't want to make this real long for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching all these videos. I try and keep them as short as possible. Another great consignment item, doing a storage unit for a friend. 2 storage units, actually, he had full of stuff. He was a really great guy. He said, anything on $100, just keep. And a lot of stuff was under $100. I sold the stereo, and a couple weeks ago, I did a video. That was in one of my what I sold videos. 8-track player. I tried to test it. I was hoping to gosh this thing was working. It would work, but it did not. It was not advancing. And yes, I have 8 tracks laying around from the old days from my car. But I was very clear, even in the title. I say not working properly, please read. And I start off with the description and the condition description. Basically, I start off with 8-track is not included. The 8-track is not included. I always, if I have something in the picture that is not being sold with the item, I always state, I know it sounds stupid, but people will expect sometimes that item will be in with the item they're buying. I was really upset that this thing didn't work. I was assuming it was going to work because everything else worked. The turntable and the tuner worked. I took pictures of the power on. Whenever I'm selling an electronic device that powers on, I try my best to show pictures of it powered on. And there's a picture of, I'll try and show you guys. That right there is stuck on track 3. So there you go, trying to show that. That came out pretty good. Some marks on the side, the back. Very important when you're selling any kind of electronic item to always take a picture of the bottom of the item. A lot of times there's water damage on the bottom. This one is very clean, no water damage, just some wear, but I make sure I take a picture of the underneath of the item. Also take pictures of the jacks that are available. Some people take it apart and take a picture of the inside. I don't go that crazy with it. This one I made, well, this was mine. I didn't have to give any percentage. I was hoping to sell it for more. I probably made about $25 on this. It was not bad. Same friend, same consignment deal. Got it for nothing. I sold another copper or brass tea kettle that I found in a box in the storage unit a couple weeks ago. Not a big dollar sale. Threw it in a box with some foam I found in a dumpster. Wrapped it up pretty tight, and it got there really fast. They were happy with it. I probably made $15 on this sale. Most of my sales range between a few bucks to can go on for, it can be pretty high dollar. But most of my sales are between $15 to $25 is my average sale. I'm fine with that. I'm even fine with selling something for a few dollars if it takes me 2 minutes to list it and about 30 seconds to ship it. If it's first class, I have no problem selling things for a couple dollars. It fits my business model. I'm not telling you you have to do it. It works for me. Many people don't do that, and that's fine. This item was in really good condition. I took a picture of the information on the bottom. Looks like it never was used, and actually the person already left me feedback, which is really, really rare. I don't get too many people leaving feedback anymore. eBay really doesn't pay attention to feedback. Well, I mean, they don't pay attention like they used to. It used to drive your rankings way back years ago, but they look at negative feedback. But this person sent me good feedback, said, boy, it's brand new. It's not even used. Okay, good. I do my best to take the best pictures I can. This, unfortunately, was outside. Probably should have put it in my little photo cube that I made. But that was good. That was a quick sale. Sold it in a couple days. Another consignment item. I have no idea what this is. Sorry for the delay in the camera there in the corner. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of stuff. He's a guitarist. I looked it up. I listed the best I could. I sold it within 3 days. He told me everything worked. I've known the guy for years. I'm assuming he's right. How it works, how I work it, is if I sell something that I says works and it doesn't work and they say it's not working, I give an immediate full refund, item and shipping, and be done and tell them to keep it. It's not worth my trouble. I don't get upset about returns. I used to get very upset back in the day about returns, but not anymore. So I found one on eBay that was selling. I listed it at $59.99 plus shipping. I think it went out, gosh, it went out like nothing. Was this first class? No, I don't think so. I did my best with what information I could find on it. It's in good shape, some scratches. I always have that same thing in my, I found it was on eBay already in the item section. So it pulled a lot of information in from eBay, which was great because I have no idea what this thing was, some kind of guitar thing. Very basic description there, and it sold. The guy was happy. Next item, lawnmower handle. These could sell quick, or it could be what they call a long tail sale, which means you list it and you could have it for months and months and maybe even a year. That's what they call a long tail sale. You'll hear people saying that. This went right down to South Carolina, so the shipping was like nothing, maybe like $12. What I did with this was I made a box for it. I found a big box. I cut the box. I laid the box open, flipping it inside out so the brown blank side is on the outside, not whatever was on the outside of the original box. Laid this down, folded it over, taped it, then used a utility knife, made slits and folded the ends up, taped it, folded the other ends up, taped it, used a lot of tape, but you can do what they call a Frankenstein a box or Frankenbox a box for this. Instead of trying to find a box, buy a box, it'll fit. But like I said, it went down to South Carolina, so it was real affordable to ship. I paid nothing for it. Somebody gave me the lawnmower. I normally sometimes take this piece off, this top piece here. You have to hacksaw these things off and everything, but I decided just not even to mess with that this time, and I just sold it as it was, and it worked out better. And here it is. Here's an example of what I do at the end, last picture of every item where I can get a part number off the item. That is the model number and the serial number off the lawnmower. So I did really well on this. I probably made $27 on this for something I got for nothing. This is something else I got for nothing. I found this and 3 other shark attachments in a dumpster. I was pulling out foam padding, just a thin foam padding from where my daughter works. There's a couple dumpsters from businesses. I always go back there and pull the padding out and the foam and whatever they got in there that I can use to pack things. I don't jump in the dumpster. I reach in the dumpster. This sat in my store for a while, probably about 4 or 5 months. Sold last week. Like I said, I paid nothing for it. I didn't make a whole lot of money on it. I think the shipping was like $8.99. I don't even know where it went to, but it's gone. It's sold. This is basically, I don't even know what the heck this thing is. I just looked it up and put whatever it was. Shark vacuum parts do very, very well. Little side note, I do some side business and repairing things, and I've repaired a lot of shark vacuum cleaners, not repair them, but basically they just get clogged up and people either say, can you fix it, or what do I do with it? And most of the time they're clogged up. They're very good vacuum cleaners for the money, built very, very well. I probably made maybe $11 on this. Fan blades. You're thinking, what the heck is he doing selling fan blades? I sell anything and everything I can make $1 off of. These, I go to a local thrift store, I get gas right across the street, and they have free shopping cart. I mean, they have carts full of free stuff out front. Every time I go, they have sets of fan blades. Now, these don't go for big bucks. You see what they're selling for. I am literally picking them up for free, putting them in my car, taking them home, and listing them. Not making a lot of money, but it's taking me very little work. I'm not paying for them. I'm just picking them up for free. Let me show you what I do. I take a picture of one side, picture of the other side. I take a picture of the length, of the width, and then this funky thing. I made a little template to where, let me show you, where I measure from here to here, and then from here to here, center to center on the holes. And then I come down here. I'll show you down here. It's easier. I have it up here too in the condition description, but also down here I have it. A equals that measurement from center to center, and B that center to center holes. Refer to last photo. These are my standard these are standard description. I always put not responsible for part fitting. And I have sold 4 or 5 sets. What sells really well, believe it or not, are those old time fan blades with the wicker. I think I may have a set here that I sold. I'm not sure, but in the past I sold them. They have the wicker in the center. Not real pretty looking, but I guess people have a lot of vintage stuff and they want fan blades. So I probably make about $11 off of this, maybe $12 off of this. And what I do with this is I take each fan blade, I take a piece of foam, that thin little furniture foam you see, the white stuff, I tear it up, I tear it down to fit, and I just roll it. I put one down, roll it, put another one down, roll it until I have them all wrapped up, tape both ends, wrap it again, and put them in 2 poly envelopes. eBay poly envelopes are the ones you get for free in your shipping supplies if you're a store owner. And I ship it out that way. And I haven't had a problem with him yet. This guy was thrilled with what he got. He just got him the other day. Let me show you another trick I do too. Some people don't like this. I like it. It works for me. As far as shipping, this here, let me just give you 2 tips here. I use a global shipping program, eBay's global shipping program, sometimes referred to GSP. How it works is I ship internationally, but I don't ship it to the country. I ship it to eBay's site in Kentucky. As long as it gets to Kentucky and I get a confirmation email saying they've got the item, 99% of the time, I'm out of the picture. If it gets lost, if it gets broken, if it gets stolen, whatever, eBay pays for the item and refunds the buyer. Now, I have to pack it right so it gets down there properly. I can't just throw it in a box and I have it packed right. But so that's one little shipping tip. And this economy shipping, 99% of the time, I always pick economy shipping. And people go, but people see it's going to take 1 to 10 days to get your item. Doesn't that scare off people? Well, it might. To be honest with you, it probably does. Now, when I'm shipping something first class, a couple ounces, I'll put first class there. But why I do economy is because then I can choose any shipping option I want. 99% of my stuff goes out priority mail, so it goes out priority anyway. So when people see 1 to 10 days or whatever, 4 to 10 days, they go, oh, it's going to be a long time, but okay, that's fine, I'll buy it anyway. And they get it within 1 to 3 days. They're thrilled because they get it a lot faster. Like I said, am I running the risk of losing a sale? Yes, but if I pick economy shipping, then I can pick any option I want. I can go post office, FedEx, priority post office, flat rate envelope, padded envelope, FedEx Smart Post, FedEx home delivery, whatever. If I pick priority, if I pick something like priority mail, I've got to ship it priority mail. I cannot ship it anything else or eBay doesn't back me. So that is another little tip. Let's continue here. I'm sorry, we got a lot more items to go through. Another consignment item from the guitar guy that I got with that other red amp thing or guitar thing. Didn't make a whole lot of money on this. My consignment rates are 50-50 for the first $100. Then fees come out of the consignors, the person that gave me the stuff's item. So I get $50 for the first 100. So I made 50% of this sale. Not a whole lot, like $14. But it went first class. Put it in a small little box somebody gave me. Used packing material I got for free. I'll take the $14. It was a quick sale. I always, if I can find UPC codes, I always take a picture of that. And UPC codes are very important to put into your item if you have them. eBay loves them and Google loves them. If you have them, please put them in. Try and speed this up here. Sorry, I don't want to hold you guys up. I appreciate you, everybody watching these videos, and I really don't like to take a lot of time doing them, but I like to give you a lot of tips and tricks and a lot of meat to this. Here's a part from a dishwasher. I just parted out this week. I got on Craigslist for free. Very quick story. I saw it Friday night. It was right up the street. I said, oh, I'll come and get it now. They said, can you come take the dishwasher out? No. I don't want to take the liability of damaging something in your house. She said, okay, I'll find somebody else to do it. She didn't find somebody else to do it. She calls me up 3 days later or texts me and says, the people never showed up. 4 or 5 people were no-shows. I hate that. If you're going to take something from Craigslist for free or anything on Craigslist, please show up. It is so disrespectful not to show up. Or tell them you can't make it. Or tell them you changed your mind. Communicate. I said, I'm a shower upper, and I'll be there between 7:45 and 8 in the morning, and I was there at 8 o'clock. And I said, if there's any problems, I will let you know, and there wasn't. So I didn't make a whole lot of money on this, but I was taking apart anyway on the dishwasher. It was a Whirlpool dishwasher. Probably made $20, but it all adds up. Here's a weird item I got. I thought I actually took this down, to be honest with you. I didn't realize I still had it up. It's pretty low end, low cost. I didn't pay anything for it. Another consignment deal. Woman I was helping out, her storage unit got flooded out. She was moving out of the area. Then she calls me up one day and says, I'm done. I'm gone. Do what you want with the stuff. Okay. So I put this up, and I forgot to take it down. I was going to give it to the thrift store or the Mission or something. Sold it last week. Didn't make a whole ton of money on it. I think shipping was $7.95. So, the low end items are good, but if I can really not sell them, I try not to, but I end up selling them anyway. Okay, here is something Department 56. Boy, oh boy, I've seen these things. This Department 56 are the ceramic houses that people put under their Christmas tree at Christmas time, obviously, with a light bulb in the back, or not under the tree, on tables, on displays. I have seen these things, prices, fluctuate all over the place. Now, these are not the house. This is not the house. This is 2 trees, obviously. But I've seen these prices go all over the place. I've seen them spike up. I've seen them spike down to nothing. Another consignment deal, I took a ton of these. I filled my car with all these houses. From a lady that was downsizing, did my best to sell as many as I could, sold a few, and I was like, I can't really sell these. She didn't want them back. So I said, let me see what I can do about selling whatever's left. And I just need to list more of them, to be honest with you. I'm sort of backlogged on listing them. But I did okay. If I do 50-50 split, I made probably $9 off of this. It almost went first class. They were so light, but the box was heavy and I couldn't find a lighter box. So I think it was at £1.50. And it was going to New Mexico or something. Darn it. If it was closer, it would have cost me less in shipping. I think it was $9.95 or a little bit over $9.99. About 3 more items to go, guys. I always grab these hair roller sets, these hot hair roller setters, whatever you call them, when I'm at a thrift store. I don't do too much thrifting, but when I do, I always try and grab these. If they're cheap, I try and keep them at $3. I try and buy them at $3 or $3.99 at the most. Because as you can see, you're not making a whole lot of money on these things. I also take a picture of it powered on. I show the model number, what it is. Now, what I normally do in the description, which I did not do here, it has no clips, obviously, may need to be cleaned, which is true. I try and do my best to get all the hair out, but I usually put in here that it may have an odor, because they do have an odor. I've had a few of them returned with people complaining that it smells, and it's just the unit. I plug it in, and it's fine. It just smells because it's hot, and it's heating up hair curlers that have little pieces of hair on them and whatever. So I sold this pretty quick in about 2 weeks. Oh, here it is right here. I put it in the item notes. I made my own little item specifics here. I should have also put it down here, but I did not. These are known to have a slight smell when heated. May need to be cleaned. I did my best. No clips. There's no hair clips. I made sure I stated that. 3 more items. Small engine stuff. I used to do small engine repair in my garage for years as a sideline. Got tired of dealing with people with that situation, but I'm not doing it. But I still part out all the mowers I have left. Gas tank. Didn't make a whole lot of money on this. I usually don't do free shipping, but if most of the items I'm trying to sell, the solds have free shipping, I do free shipping. I probably made $14, $15 on this after shipping, but I was good. I try and take all pictures of any kind of model, any kind of part number that's on it. I don't know what the heck that is, but I saw it and I took a picture of it. Upside down, there's the engine model, so they know. I have really good luck selling gas tanks. They sell real well. Just make sure they're not leaking. Several ways you can test them for leaks. You can fill it with almost boiling water and swish it around and see if water comes out. Or you can just fill it up with gas a little bit, swish it around, make sure you have it sitting on the seams a little bit, rolling the tank around, making sure it doesn't leak. But I've had really good luck with selling gas tanks. 2 more items. Here is something that sat in my garage. I swear, this thing sat in my garage, I bet you, for 5-6 years, along with a bag that I sold a couple of weeks ago for like $40. Yeah, I know, I hate it. I don't call it death piles. I just call it like death inventories all over the place in my house. Found this laying on the floor in the garage. I went, oh, I wonder if this will sell. I did a lookup on eBay because I didn't even know what brand it was. I just searched mower mulch plugs, and I scrolled through. I was watching TV one night, scrolled through, and went, oh, there it is. That's it. Listed it, sold it today. Made $15 on this. I was happy. Almost went first class. Was right over £1. And it went somewhere close by, in another state, but close by. Last item. I just sold this about 20 minutes ago. What I do is when I'm home and I sell something, I'll just run and pack it and print a label. I don't watch TV or anything. So when I hear the cha-ching on my phone or I see I sold something, I just stop what I'm doing, go and pack it and get it done. I hate packing stuff in the morning if I can help it. I'd rather just either pack it at night or pack it as if I'm just sitting around, because I do work from home 90% of the time. Fan blade arms also sell very well, especially the Hampton Bay ones. They are long tail sales. Remember, that means they sit for a while. This set, I had 2 Hampton Bay fans. I've sold probably 14 of these already over the year period they've been listed. I make maybe $12 on each one I sell. First class, wrap it in bubble wrap a little bit, or foam, or whatever you want to wrap it in. Put it in a poly envelope. It's gone. Weighs about 10 ounces. It's a win-win. So that is about it, guys. I really, really, really appreciate you guys checking this video out. Please like it if you found it helpful. Ask questions. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm constantly doing more videos like this, at least once a week. And I'm trying to put more and more videos on parting out things and how I part out things and what kind of money I make and what to look for when you're parting out something and what not to look for. The biggest problem with parting out is you can spend a lot of time taking parts off that are not going to sell. So I'm going to do a video on that too, on how I handle that situation too, because you don't want to spend 8 hours parting out something. You're not making any money. I'm going to keep it about an hour. Please look below. I do, like I said, I do eBay training. I run the Raleigh eBay Meetup Group, second Thursday a month. All the information is below. I've been on a lot of podcasts and videos and webinars. All that is below. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And again, happy Mother's Day. You guys have a great night.